Shout out to RCCG. This is no jokes, During the last convention that held, the Overcomers 2025, that hosted millions of people in the Redemption City, I was privileged, to be among those that consulted with people who had free access to healthcare, free access to drugs, free delivery, free surgeries, and the likes. Who does that? Who really does that? Free, everything free. Free food, free health, free this, free that. Kudos to RCCG. God bless Daddy G.O, God bless Mommy G.O, and the entire leadership of the RCCG. Having said that, there was something that I noticed during the outreach program that held at my facility, the hospital where I worked, where we provided free consultations, free access to care. Actually, the Redeemers Health Center, to be precise, we provided free consultation, free surgeries in different fields, OBGYN, ophthalmology, and the likes. But there was something that caught my attention. Quite a number of people, in fact, if I'm going to put a figure to it, about 20 to 30% of the people that we consulted with came in with hypertensive urgency. I'm going to break that down. When we checked their blood pressure was quite high, but they had little or no symptom. That means most of these people knew they had hypertension, but they did not bring their drugs to camp. They did not pack their drugs with them for the journey. They were going to stay a period of 1 week, and for one reason or the other, they did not pack their drugs. When I tried to make inquiries, to find out why some of these people didn't bring their drugs along with them, well, some of the reasons that we saw included one, faith. Some of them wanted to, okay, I'm going to be healed, which is good. Faith, spirituality is very important. So that was one reason. The second reason, some actually forgot their medications at home. So I had quite a number of people that I interviewed like that. Oh, it's not like I didn't want to take my medication, but I forgot it at home. You can imagine someone traveling from Port Harcourt, Ondo State, coming to Lagos Ibadan Express, the Redemption City, and they didn't pack their drugs, and they had stayed 2, 3, 4 days without their medications before coming to the hospital. Some actually have their medications and then didn't decide to use it. Some didn't bring it at all. Some have their medication but they didn't decide to use it. Some actually didn't have the financial wherewithal to buy their medication, so they saw that outreach as an opportunity for them to get free drugs. So those were the ranges of reasons why people didn't use their medication. It came down with hypertensive urgency. So here is the lesson. Please, when you're going, if you're hypertensive, you're diabetic, or have one chronic disease or the other, please, the first thing that you should pack is your medication. It is very important. For those who are trusting God for healing of such chronic diseases, please, I will still implore you to pack your medications, but still hold on to your faith. You know that those medications, it's God that makes them to work. Some people use those medications and still their life is still lost. So for that medication to even work for you, it is God at work in you. So we don't want instances where people have come for a spiritual program and they are slumping. Reason? Because of lack of wisdom. If God has provided opened up a channel of wisdom for humans to tap into, He knows what He is doing. And what God has provided for us is not going to come down to provide it. It's our own responsibility to make use of what He has provided. Medical knowledge, medical advancement, like I say, is not of the devil. It's the wisdom and the grace of God that has helped man to understand a minute part of God's wisdom, wealth of wisdom. So it wouldn't be God's fault if we do not make use of that wisdom. So my message here, if you're traveling and you're any medication that you're supposed to use on the long term, please pack your medications. That should be one of the first things you should put in your box. In fact, maybe the first thing you should put in your box, in your traveling box. Always pack your medication. Because of this reason, I'm going to start a series on travel health, where I'm going to be dissecting all the areas of travel medicine, the things that you should do before you travel, whether locally or internationally. Stay tuned and watch out. This is Dr. Dami, and if you have not liked, share, subscribe to this channel, this is an opportunity to do so that we can reach a larger audience. Of course, thank you.